I mean, visually a treat.
Oh yeah.
Give me the loving.
Now is that?
That looks nice.
I don't know, he sort of popped up at the right moment.
That's footage from the Christmas one, right?
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
And then he spoke about time travel.
Ruby, you want to know my secret? I have the whole.
We were just speaking about Bowie as well, weren't we?
And I'm on my own. I'd love it if you came with me.
Who are you?
I'm the doctor.
David Tennant.
Tennant, yeah. Some talk that I've got Mrs. Flood again. There's talk that might be a sequel to The Girl in the Fireplace.
Oh, interesting. Now that's just from the opening credits, isn't it?
Through by stepping on a butterfly.
Well, that's not gonna happen, is it?
Oh, what's wrong?
With all my adventures, never seen anything like this before.
Oh my, Bridgerton. The place is completely mad.
Things seem to be turning more and more supernatural.
Is that monster?
No, don't be silly. There's no such thing as monsters. They're just creatures you haven't met yet.
Now that's proper disaster movie stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
So fast. The whole world could slide into the pit. This is what we're trying to stop.
I'm still her mum. I need to know she'll be okay. You'll keep her safe.
I will keep us safe. I promise.
It's taken me all this time to realize what I'm here to do. I'm gonna save the world.
Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. Don't forget to click below.
Yeah, so you'd already seen that once. I've seen it once. I mean, we might ever go back through it and just pick up, look at a few frames and stuff.
Yeah.
When you watched it the first time, so what was your reaction to that coming out of it?
I'll be honest, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't think it... Here's what I'll say. I don't think it's a very well-made trailer. Now, that sounds a bit harsh.
Okay, go on.
But I think the pacing of it is very weird. And the fact that it uses a lot of just clips from like the opening title, so it's like it doesn't look like the TARDIS is authentically in the vortex because we're just used to seeing that in the title. I mean, this seems like a really minor thing, but I think I came away from it thinking, oh, this doesn't look very good. But I think it's because the trailer is a bit awkwardly edited, like it uses the song coming in and out, and it's almost three trailers stitched together. But when I watched it again, I was like, actually, there's a lot in there that I'm quite excited about.
It's interesting. No, it's interesting you say that because after I watched it the first time, I felt quite underwhelmed.
Right.
And again, so watching it back then, I mean, we'll dip through it a little bit. There is, as you get to look at some of the images, I think you realise there's some good looking stuff in there. I think part of it is, I mean, if I think back to sort of, the golden era when you had Tennant and stuff and or Matt Smith and that kind of era, you were getting the trailers for a series and they always felt like, I think the music, so I don't think the music in this helps. I think you need more dramatic music to amp up the feel of the season and the drama of the season. I think what you always got even if it was taken out of context in the trailers previously,
yeah,
you would get a sense of kind of the craziness, but also there's a sense of something big going on. Like they get a scene with the Doctor shouting something or, whatever. And you go, oh, this looks quite dramatic. And I don't really get that from this. But I think, like you say, it's because it's the way it's put together. It doesn't build that drama to me. And this, I don't know, like maybe, but then the images we had of kind of London destroyed there, and this is what we're trying to save it from, everything falling into the abyss or something. There's a sense, that in what's being said there, that sounds pretty big.
There's going to be a lot of peril. Yeah.
Yeah, but the trailer itself, to me, doesn't feel like it is amping up towards that, it feels quite light.
Yeah.
It feels a bit light and frothy. And I wonder whether has it been Disneyfied, Thomas? You know,
This is the worry. I mean, this opening line was a bit like, what the heck was it?
it
Give me the loving!
yeah, it's a little bit jarring.
And then I think part of the problem is the first part of the trailer is
Yeah.
stuff we've already seen.
Exactly. You're going, well, this is just the Christmas one. We've seen this. Like, now this is obviously new. And that's a new scene, isn't it? Now, there's TARDIS there stuck in the ceiling, is it?
Yeah, he's wrecking their house, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, they've not had a good experience, has he? Now, that's again, this is from Christmas. This is from Christmas, right?
Yeah.
At my fingertips. And I'm all on my own. I'd love
Yep,
it.
this is all there.
Give me
All
the-
from Christmas.
Who are you?
I'm the doctor.
And the use of the song, I don't think it helps it, as you say, but this idea of changes and can you change time is clearly something that RTD is going to play with.
Well, because we've had I wonder if that'll bring in that Mavity thing.
Yeah. Because the stepping on the butterfly, the implication there is that by stepping on that, because there's the butterfly effect is a thing, isn't it? And if you just change one tiny thing, you change all of time. And so
yes.
she's changed, presumably the implication is she's changed human evolution by stepping on that butterfly, so now she's like a lizard.
Well, is this just a gag though? Because to me, it felt like just a sight gag.
Yeah.
You know, it felt a bit.
What's wrong?
Exactly, you know, that kind of.
Because that could be a really serious moment, couldn't it?
Yeah, but there's that little. He just has a little gulp there. So I saw that and I kind of thought, oh, it just feels a bit. That feels a bit silly.
Yeah. So it feels like we're being quite critical, but it's important to be honest about it. And this, I really don't like the lighting of this. It's like so bright. It doesn't feel very cinematic to me. Like that doesn't look very real.
No, that did strike me on first watch as well. It felt. Yeah, I mean that doesn't look very real at all, does it? But is that a stylistic choice? You know,
It might be.
to give it that kind of slightly more fantasy-esque look, you know, or fantastical.
Now, have you heard the
but yeah,
theory
all
that
these
Miss
shots
Blood
there-
is Ruby from the future?
Yeah, I mean I've heard things like that,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't think it'll be that.
I doubt it'll be that. Now that looks cool.
Yeah, some nice bits here.
Now, did that not
Again,
frustrate
just-
you that is literally footage from?
Yeah,
the new
I'll
opening
admit
title?
I did think we're just watching the credits here, aren't we? No.
What if I change history by stepping on a butterfly?
And the music makes us feel silly as well.
Yeah.
It's no seriousness to what's going on because of the music underneath it.
Yeah. That was quite an impressive bit of makeup, isn't
What's
it?
wrong?
Yeah, it's not too bad. More footage from the. See, this looks good.
Never seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Visually, the shots look very nice. Now, any characters here we recognise? Now, I know this lady in the middle. She was in Game of Thrones, and she was actually in Torchwood.
My Bridgerton. This place is completely.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Let's see what's going on in the background here. Now, sometimes you see things in the background that obviously when you pause it.
Yeah.
Just
What?
trying to see what we've got going on there. If we recognise any of the set, what story that might be. Don't know. So there's clearly something around. Is that Jinx Monsoon character? Is this the Beatles episode?
Oh, coming out of a drum. Yeah.
Don't know who this lady is.
Oh, now that hooded figure. I mean, that looks like the church on Ruby Road, doesn't it?
I was going to say this looks a bit like it was her mum walking away, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
And the Christmas lights in the background. So, is this?
I did
figure-
wonder that when I first saw it, that if there was a link there.
Or an imposter, maybe.
Is that a monster?
No, don't be silly.
This is quite a fun gag.
But again, it's a gag.
Well, yeah.
And having had the gag with the butterfly, or what is delivered to me, it feels like a gag. That again, that bit with the monster feels You know, it's like, oh, they're only monsters. You know, it's just something, a creature you've not met yet, and then it's like, oh no, it really is a monster.
It feels a bit flippant, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then you get a scene like this. I mean, that looks great, but there's nothing. But the trailer isn't making me feel like there's this big dramatic thing happening. You know.
But yeah, I think this is a problem with modern trailers, is that they all of them basically just use pop songs now.
Right.
Or you take a pop song and you slow it down and do like an a cappella or like instrumental version, like blue baba dee ba da. Like you could put that over anything, like a new Godzilla film or something. It's completely inappropriate, but it's what everyone's doing now.
A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Jessica. Yeah.
I could do. Yeah.
I'd love to see the next Doctor Who trailer when it's just like up, undo up in sort of Gregorian chant style. The Time Lords come back with some umbop chanted in Gregorian chant style.
Now that's Rose in between, isn't it?
Yes.
And
that
who's
looks
the person
like,
on the Segway?
I don't know who the actor is. I saw that he'd been cast though. I'd seen a picture of him.
Yeah. Nice.
And then we've got Kate Lethbridge Stewart in the background there as well.
Now I
That's
like
quite
that.
nice.
That's cool, because the thing is he screaming in kind of anguish there? Because that could be quite serious, couldn't it?
I did say, you know, the Doctor's normally shouting. I suppose we have got that, but maybe it's just because it's so briefly thrown in. I don't know, but it looks good.
The whole world could slide into the pit.
You see, yeah, that is like pretty terrible destruction, isn't it? Look at Big Ben there.
It's very sort of, or what you envision Dalek invasion of Earth should be.
Yeah.
Slide into the pit. This is what
Matt, what's that? Let's see. Can you get a shot of that one?
That pit.
The pit. Don't know if you can see like what's going on around it.
Oh, there's some lights, aren't there?
Hard to see.
Oh, and there's a bus. Yeah.
77.
I'm still her mum. I need to know she'll be okay.
Now that's before it was the villain with the music notes, isn't it?
Yes,
Isn't it? Now
yeah.
it's Ruby.
I wonder if that's all part of this Beatles episode.
Yeah.
You'll keep her safe.
This conversation is very like,
I promise.
or Eccleston and Jackie Tyler.
Yeah, and there has been some speculation that Ruby's going to die because she's leaving after the
Leaving the
season,
series,
isn't she?
yeah.
Me all this time to change it.
So that's interesting. Like that quick cuts, and is she a little bit older there?
I
Is that the
mean,
implication, or I don't know.
who knows?
To realize what I'm here to do. I'm gonna save the world.
Who's driving the scooter then?
Scooter. Good question. Was it before that?
He was back. Yeah.
To realize what I'm here to do. I'm gonna save the world.
Oh yeah.
Is that the Doctor on the back? And is that Ruby on the front? Hard to tell. Or maybe it's Mel.
Yeah.
Mel's in it again.
Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Time may change.
Now that is very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
And people have made a connection to, you know, the line in Wild Blue Yonder. Is it Wild Blue Yonder where the Doctor talks about imagining the TARDIS just like finding itself on a shore for thousands of years?
Right.
And people have suggested that's what's going on here. But it's interesting that some flowers have been put around it. So, yeah.
So
again, when you look at the individual images, as you say, it gets better and better, but just the tone of the trailer as a whole all feels a bit throwaway.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here which, as you look at it bit by bit, you go, yeah, this generates interest.
Yeah.
But I did come away from the trailer just a bit kind of meh. Definitely Ismail on the scooter, isn't it? Because that was her there.
Oh, good spot. Yeah. So I think I'm still looking forward to it, and I don't feel like I can. I mean, obviously you can't judge it until you've seen it, but
You told the internet that.
Yeah, no, there's enough in there that's made me excited, but I think it's a weirdly made trailer.
Yeah, I don't.
Because the trailer for the 60th specials was so good. Like, it was amazing. And it had a real sense.
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, I'm not necessarily particularly au fait with what it is about something that makes it work or not work, but I think I know when I'm watching something whether I feel it works or not. And I think I did come away, like, as I said, I did come away having watched it the first time just being a bit like, oh. And it wasn't kind of like, oh no, this looks terrible. It was just a bit like, huh. So it didn't make me like so many other trailers. Like, you think about what it used to be like when you'd have your Christmas special, and at the end of the Christmas special, it'd be like coming this year, and you get a rapid fire bit of kind of the first half of the next season, and you'd be like, that looks good. Yeah. Whereas I didn't watch this and go, whoa, that looks good. I can't wait for this to start. I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah. I mean, all you need to do, we could even have a go at making one. All you need to do is take the Doctor's theme. I mean, Shooty's theme, brilliant. And just have a montage of some explosions, the Doctor and the companion running, and then at one point him saying, "I don't know if I could save you this time."
Yeah.
Sorted. It's a formula, but it works.
Exactly, it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But you're right. You think back to, I mean, I guess it would be like, it would be interesting to see some of the trailers at some point from the modern era and see what they did, before the season came out. So did we have a sort of Matt Smith trailer with the music from I Am the Doctor playing? Capaldi's one, I can't remember what Capaldi's one was called, the name of his piece, but he had a very distinctive piece of music as well. So it seems strange not to use the Doctor's theme, or it seems like a missed opportunity not to use the Doctor's theme in the trailer, because they often have much more of a feel to them than sort of the sort of Bowie track you've got there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
People
think
will be of different opinions, I'm sure, but
maybe, yeah. It's like, oh, great, we could afford a Bowie track. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
So we'll interesting. Be interesting to hear what you guys think. Let us know in the comments. But still very much looking forward to when it comes out, and we'll be watching it, won't we?
Of course we will. Yeah, and regardless of what the trailer's like, the episodes will speak for themselves.
Yeah, totally. Great. Well, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll be back soon.
Take care. Bye-bye.